Hello one and all, and welcome back to Starbound with me, EkkiThump. We're back here on planet Canis Rim 5. Now remember last episode we discovered the ancient gate far off to the west. This episode our mission is to find core fragments to power that gate, and literally 2 screens to the east of our starting location is this place. I think it's an abandoned mine, or any place. I'm detecting a variety of life signs in this mine. If you are intending to search it for core fragments, I may advise adequately arming yourself first. Well, it's a fairly easy dungeon sale. If you are not sufficiently confident in your personal combat capabilities, an alternative solution would be to dig closer to the planet's centre to find the core fragments. Well, I am confident, Sale, so shut up, stop interrupting me. As I was saying, this place, I'm not sure if it's an abandoned mine, it definitely is a mine. But this is where we can find some core fragments. We don't need that tent. We do need our campfire back. So we're going to go down into this place and plunder it for core fragments. They're going to let us power the ancient gate. Now that is a core fragment, and we need 20. But we're going to find plenty here. So we've got some flares, pixels, that's some hunting spears. And I'm going to take these boxes. These boxes we can take with us and use for storage later on. We're not going to build a base on this planet, I don't think. Although I am tempted to sort of get down to like building a structure straight away. This planet doesn't have everything we might want in terms of resources. Oh, there's another manipulator module, very nice. And another one. And some core fragments. So let's actually upgrade them. Well, let's leave it till later. So there's this thing we can take, which as far as I know is decorative. It's a traveller's meter, which just measures things. That's basically all I've ever been able to find out about it. So we're going to break these vases as well, which drop us currency. Now there are, as Sale was telling us, some life signs in this mine. You might guess that means nasties that want to obstruct our progress. But we should be alright. I have done this many times and not needed armour. But we should find a fair bit of iron down here, so we will be able to craft armour, hopefully, when we get back to the campsite. Let's leave that light there. It saves us having to build our own. So we're going to fully explore this place and raid it for all the materials we can get. Now let's try out some of those throwing spears. These are basically like the hunting bow, but better, but also limited. Oh yes, they certainly do a lot of damage. There's a cooked poultry for us from that bat. Oh, there's another one. And another one. Hunting spears, very good weapon. They do suffer from the same sort of trajectory issues as shots from the bow. So you want to aim slightly above your target, but not too far above. There we go. That's got us some leather, I think. Was that? Yeah, leather. So we're going to make sure to loot everything we can. At the end of it, we're going to fight a boss that's going to give us all the core fragments we need. But in the past, I've been pretty lucky at finding like decent starter weapons down in the core fragment mine. We are going to want to make sure to drop a fair few torches as we go around. I'm going to take all the crates with us. That's a silver pickaxe. That's a very fast but short-lived pickaxe. Remember last session I was saying the matter manipulator can dig anything that can be dug by any tool, but it's a bit slow. So pickaxes let you dig faster, but you have to keep investing resources into making them. Personally, I don't like building pickaxes, but I certainly will use them if I find them. Apparently the guy's coming with us. He's some kind of explorer or archaeologist from the look of him. He's the one who was just hanging out at the campsite where we found the entrance. Let's see if we can snipe this guy. No. You've got to be careful with these ones because they spit. You can see we can only place torches where there's actually a background to place them on. We've got that's like not the proper background there, that's a way into like, the depths of the caverns, so it won't let us place torches there. If you see me looking like I'm teabagging something, it's because I'm trying to drop down off the platforms. Okay. Looks like we may have come to a bit of a dead end. Let's just have a look over here. Yeah, so we could upgrade the matter manipulator to suck up water. I don't fancy trying to suck our way through all that. We can always place blocks to get over it, but let's see if we can go around the other way first. Well, did I miss something here? Oh no, that's just a bit of dirt. It looked like it was something special, it's just dirt. I have missed something here though. There's a crate. A large crate as well, 16 slots. Do we need barrels? We're taking one anyway. Okay, let's see what's over here. More core fragments, more money. Salves, very good. Core fragments, money. We've got these guys who love to walk on ceilings and up walls and stuff. They also they charge at you. Oh no, something's seen us. Hang on. Is he coming? What saw us? Must be something a bit further down. One thing you can do with the manipulator is upgrade the range of it, which will be useful. Oh, let's see, machine pistol. It doesn't seem that good to me, only like 1 damage per shot, but it does 7 shots per second. Let's see how we do with this. So here's our first uncommon weapon. So what we can do is, because it's a one-handed weapon, what we can do is have salves in one hand and the pistol in the other. Or we could have like, let's put it on a different slot and I'll show you. We don't need this campfire immediately on the quick bar, so let's put this up here. So we can have the pistol on left click, and on the right click we've got the torch. Very nice. That's a decent find. Okay, let's see how much damage we can do with it. It is a bit weak. Weak but rapid fire. It's not very accurate either. It's also not getting us any meat, so something to consider, but we may want to actually stick with throwing spears. As I said, I normally find a couple of half-decent weapons going through this place, which is why I like to come here instead of digging for the core fragments. Let's see if we can sneak a torch in there. No, not from up here. Just too far away. I don't think this pistol has any knockback either. Well, we certainly took care of that guy. Throwing spears are really powerful, but as I said, they are a consumable resource. We can craft them. All of the ones we've got at the moment we found, but you'll probably remember we can craft those at the foraging table as well. And here is our main source of core fragments. This, I don't know what it's supposed to be, some kind of weird monkey panda thing. But here's the big boss of this little dungeon. So he has an incredibly powerful melee attack. I don't want to get down there and tangle with him. So we're going to wait for him to come back this way. And then we're going to give him a bit of a long-range peppering. Got him. So they can't reach us up here. They can't actually jump this high. As you can see, they're going to walk underneath the platform and try and jump up. So we're safe here. We're just going to pelt him with spears and then we'll give the machine pistol a go, see how good that is at taking him out. No, we're nearly out of spears. Come on, you. You can't get me. Just lay down and die. Come on. That's it. There you go. Oh no, too slow. You can't throw spears that quickly. But they are very good when they hit. So he's dropped like 1,000,000 core fragments there for us. Right, let's go down and finish the rest off with the broadsword. So we can just do the wild slash attack. Get them. Come on. Come on, one more. One more. There you go. So 10 pixels, sharpened claw, which is their special loot, and the full 20 core fragments. So we've got a lot left over, and they're not just quest items. You do actually use core fragments for certain purposes. Let's see what else we've got in the loot chest. So we've got some gold and another pickaxe. Some gold and pixels. What's this? Copper, I do believe. We're hoping for some more iron. What do we have here? Throwing darts. They are not special in the sense of the hunting spears. They don't drop meat, but they are pretty decent range weapons. Again, consumable resource. And that one's empty. There could be some more stuff over there, so let's drop some blocks and take a look. Everything else we should be able to take out with the combination of pistol and broadsword now. Sneak in a torch. Just make sure we're not running into any trouble. Okay, we've got 3 bats through that door. They can't aggro onto us till we open the door, so let's have a look up here first. Make sure our back's clear. Oh no, shit, it's not. We're definitely going to want a stronger ranged weapon than this. Especially since it, yeah, it didn't even kill that bat before running out of energy. Let's get our throwing spears back out. We've only got how many have we got left? 2. Let's put those there. We've still got the pistol and the flashlight then if we need it. Oh, that takes the salves off the quick bar though, doesn't it? Hang on. Let's not put, well, let's put them there, but let's put the salves back on instead of the blocks. There we go. Oh, that's neat. We can actually have the spears and the pistol. There go the... Okay. Salves are easy to make, so let's use them to keep ourselves topped off. We can also, as you can see, sleep to regain health. Salves, throwing darts. Is that iron? I think so, yeah. So this isn't an instance dungeon, it's part of the world, so you can occasionally find proper resources hanging around. We don't need another campfire or a tent, so we'll leave those there. Before the start of the episode, I did grab a tent from that guy's campsite, so we don't actually need any more. This is going to be close quarters, so let's go in there with the broadsword. We definitely will want a stronger melee weapon. And what do they have for us? Anything nice? Torches, darts, gold, pixels. Looks like that's the end of the mine. There is a tunnel off here. We'll have a quick scout round, but... Oh, hang on. No, there is something else over here. We're not done with the mine just yet. You can dodge his spit if you're quick enough. Like so. Damn it. Just missed. I got the got the pottery anyway. Just pegged in with an arrow. No, broadsword time. Back to the salve. One option you do have later in the game is an upgraded hunting bow. It's made of tungsten, which is a material that doesn't occur naturally on this planet. One of the reasons I don't want to build my main base camp here is because there's no tungsten, and tungsten is something we will need for quite a lot of things. Oh, we're hungry as well. Yes, thank you, Sale. I'm sure you told us this last time. Let's plop a campfire down. We've got some stuff we can cook now. I also accidentally stole that guy's campfire. So we'll have some rice and a poultry. That's chicken to you and me, which dropped from a bat. It's bat chicken. Here we go. Cooked poultry and a boiled rice. And these are raw steak and raw poultry, so hang on to those. You can get a fridge later in the game, which is rather helpful. So you can store your food. But we don't have one yet, so we do have to worry about food degrading. There's plenty of crates here, so we should find some useful stuff. Another pickaxe, another core fragment. Pixels, core fragment, excellent. Nothing. Whoops, we broke the platform. Spears, salves, excellent. More iron, always welcome. Now what's this? Rotic Atomic Slicer Broadsword. This is a common quality sword. It's probably better than the one we're using. It's 8.1 damage per swing, and it has the spin slash. So yeah, it is basically a better version of the sword we've got. So let's stick that on the slot and say goodbye to our broken broadsword. So there's an upgrade for us. It looks a lot cooler as well. The weapons I really like are the spears, which are longer range and they're slower and you have to aim them. But frankly, I like long range in this game. Let's grab those just to be sure we've looted them. And that's probably just about it. There was a bit of a passage off to the left, but that feels like about the size of a mine to me. More iron and torches. Okay, and we broke the lantern, so we'll just put a torch down. Okay, so we'll just have a quick look off to the left here. You never know. Oh yeah, more stuff. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, we could dig into that cavern below there, but we don't want to go actually spelunking yet. And a manipulator module, perfect. So that's us done with this place. We've got the core fragments we need to activate the gate. I think what we'll do next is head back to... oh no, wrong way. Is head back to our campsite and get an anvil down so we can start making some armour. So you can see we can't teleport back to the ship from down here. It's disabled because we're underground. Basically defined as having blocks above us. We need a clear line of sight to the sky to be able to teleport back to the ship. Okay, so I'm going to try not to get owned by that thing. And the safest way to do that is to own it before it can own me. Fuck you. Gotcha. Ah, come on then, you bastards. I've got a new sword now. And you as well. You want some? Come have some. Okay, let's wait until daytime, and then I'm going to head back to the base camp. One thing I did notice from last episode is that this game is a bit dark at night. I tried to adjust that. Sorry if it was still a bit too dark for anyone. It seems to be a running theme in the games I play that night is a bit too dark on video. Sadly, this game doesn't have a brightness slider. What you see is what you get. So I have to sort of fiddle with it in post if I want to change it at all. Alright, and that's dawn, so let's cut back in here. Hello, and welcome back. We're at the base camp. I've just been doing a bit of remodelling while I was waiting. Dug out a bit of a cellar because I didn't want to spend the wood to enlarge the shack. In doing so, I've broken the foraging table, so let's put that back down. There we go. Now, other than that, what we need to do next is turn all this ore we found into bars. So we get 21 bars of iron, which sounds like a lot. It's not really. We'll get some gold. And some copper. Now, what do we need to make the anvil? We just need some timber. So let's go find some more trees to cut down. The ancient gate actually does seem to be on pretty much the opposite side of the planet. I don't know if you quite caught it on the video, but while I was at the entrance to the mine, this compass was actually facing in the other direction. So that should give you a rough idea of the sort of size of planets on Starbound, at least of this planet. They do differ in size a bit. As I put the campfire down to regen my hunger. They do differ in size, but the distance from base camp to the ancient gate last episode, that was roughly like halfway around the planet. Roughly. A bit less, I think. Let's do a steak and a poultry. Steak, steak, steak. Oh, I'm in the wrong tab. Steak. And a poultry. Grab my campfire back. Why am I even going this way? I know for a fact there are trees in this direction. You can see the pit of hell down there where the clay was is still bizarrely well populated. As long as they stay down there, we don't mind. Okay, that should be all the wood we need for now. So let's get a little bit of extra timber. Don't need 24. As you can see, we get 5 timber every time we craft it. So crafting quote-unquote 2 timber actually gives us 10. We do need 1 more though. So 1 more timber gives us an anvil. And I guess we can just put the anvil down in the basement with the foraging table. Sure, I don't need the torches at the moment. You do get 2 hotbars in the game. Yeah, it's X to switch them. So you can have a kind of peaceful building hotbar and a combat situation hotbar if you want. Alright, so here is the first set of armour we can make, the Scouter's Iron Armour, which requires 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 iron bars, so we still have enough for that. We need some woven fabric. Woven fabric, of course, we make at the spinning wheel. Let's see how much we can make. Only 5. And that requires 4 plant fibre each. So we need to get a bit more plant fibre. Fortunately, we're right next to some. Dig down here to get this copper, because it always comes in useful. I do need my torches now. Here we go. There's actually a fairly decent crop of plant fibre here. That may be the first time you've seen it, but yes, there is drowning in this game. You do need oxygen. Although not for the whole game. You can actually get breathing underwater gear. Fairly early on, I think, as well. I'm sure it's like the same gear that lets you land on planetary moons. Lets you breathe underwater at the same time. Okay, well that's 72 plant fibre. That should be enough. Oh, damn it! There we go. So how much fabric do we need? We need 2 and 5 is 7. 2 and 5 is 7, 12, and also 1 string to make the armour set. So 1 string, and how much fabric have we got? It's here somewhere. We've got 5, so I think we need 7 more. So we've got the fabric, let's make some armour. So we can see the Scouter's chest guard. Now even this basic armour has more than just protective properties. You can see here it gives us plus 25% swords, in other words attack, plus 12.5 defense, plus 5 to energy, which is the resource we use for firing weapons and so on, and plus 5 health. So we'll forge the Scouter's chest guard, Scouter's greaves, and Scouter's visor. There's also a second tier of armour we can make at this workbench, but as I said, we need tungsten. We also need cotton wool. So I think we need the upgraded workbench for that. I'm not sure, but possibly. In terms of weapons, we've got 4 bars of iron left. We could make a basic shield. Then we need to find more iron to make a one-handed sword. There's also the iron broadsword, which you don't have quite enough iron for. Special is rising slash. I can't remember exactly what that was. I'm quite sure I didn't like it as much as the spin slash though. And it's not that much more damage, so maybe we'll skip that one. Other things we can make here, we can make bombs which require volatile powder, which I think we make with core fragments. And the breathing EPP, which is the basically space suit add-on that lets us breathe underwater and like in airless atmospheres generally. But we need tungsten for that, and we're not going to get it on this planet. So now we've got our armour set, let's equip that. So we've got to make sure to put that in the actual armour slot to get the bonus. You can see if you've got that in the right place, our shields and energy and so forth go up. So now we have a choice of what gear we can wear. This is our look just in the armour. It looks a bit combat ready, but also slightly dull and doesn't really match the green afro. The flower in the hair might be an ironic touch, but I do like the way the Scouter visor looks. Even if it means we have to say goodbye to the ridiculous alpaca mask. Although that's not a bad look, is it? Combat armour, combat pants, alpaca mask. We could stick with that, or we've still got our like daily clothes we could put over the top of the iron armour. But let's stick with this look for now. We can hang on to the rest of our stuff. So, our next goal is to head off to... It's showing us west at the moment, but let's go to the east and see if we find anything else interesting. We're going back to the gate to use the core fragments. So we're newly armoured up. And we've got our new shiny sword. So let's head off back to the gate in the opposite direction. And you can see just here, as I walk past these trees, the compass flips. So it's exactly halfway around the planet from this point. And we are really not that far from base camp. If we just head back to show you, this is the pit of madness where all those enemies are, and right there is base camp. So I'd say planets in Terraria in Starbound are a decent size. Not too big, not too small, and of course the point of the game is that we're going to go to lots of different planets. The pistol's actually not that bad. I think it's benefiting a lot from the armour upgrade. Although we might want to hunt with the bow if we get the chance. Just to keep the meat flowing. Also because, I mean, the pistol is cool. That's another consideration. What have we got in here? Anything? Let's just grab a bit of fibre. Okay, I think we're going to go with pistol and torch. We're going to keep the broadsword, and we're going to put salves on number 1 for now. Now these places are normally worth exploring. There's normally some stuff here we can loot. So let's get some blocks out. We should have plenty of dirt. There we go, plenty of dirt. I was going to say we don't need the campfire. Actually, we kind of do. We are getting a bit hungry. But one thing we can do is, rather than put the campfire on a hotbar, we can just directly drag it out onto the ground. So what can we make? We can make some boiled rice and a roasted carrot. Should be enough to tide us over, I think. Which one's the roasted carrots? That one. Boiled rice. That fills us to half. That'll do for now. So again, we've got to make sure we put the blocks down where there is something for them to hang on to. Is that... That's just grass, isn't it? Okay, there's actually nothing here. Having said that, I think that there is an egg we can get there. Let's go and get the egg. So the egg, and as you can see, we've picked up the egg and we've learned how to craft some new food. An omelette, some fluffy ruffs and some pearl pea pancakes. Not all of this is stuff you can make at a campfire. I believe there's another crafting bench you can make later in the game that is kind of a more of a sort of kitchen cooker sort of appliance. But for now we are limited to what we can do survival style. I think it's when we upgrade the inventor's table to the next tier when we get access to all the other crafting benches. We've got a bit of a cave we can go through here. Something... Ah, there, nothing. It would be nice to find even better gun than this. Those are that was a bit pitiful. Let's see if we can no scope that dinosaur. No, he's gone. Oh, we almost got that thing in one hit. You can see the attack upgrade from the armour working really well there. It's definitely put a bit of extra punch onto the hunting bow. What's this? I think these are flowers. There is... I can't remember exactly what you want with flowers, but there is a reason to pick them up. You do need petals for something. There's some cotton here. You can see we need cotton wool to make stuff later in the game, so it's worth taking it, especially to farm it up. I think this is just going to give us yellow petals. That's not food. Yeah, yellow petals. Okay, now down here is something we haven't seen yet. These are fairly treacherous little buggers. These big spinning thingamajigs, whatever they're supposed to be. They can be really good. They can give you like powerful buffs or they can just set you on fire or poison you or something. Oh, we learned to craft plant matter because we picked up the leaves. Let's just dig down to this one and see what it is. Normally I don't go out of my way to get them. Okay, we should be able to trigger this one from above. Yeah, it's throwing grenades at us. So it's lucky we were standing out of the way. Sometimes, I swear, although I think the last 4 I've picked up, that's one on this Let's Play and one in the like off-camera game I'm doing. The last 4 of them have all been negative. I swear that some of them do actually give you benefits. There's a chest down here under this bridge. Grab some salves. One thing we haven't explored yet is farming. And it might be a good idea to start doing a bit of that. Ooh. Here's another thing about Starbound. When you pick up objects in the world, sometimes you actually get the recipe that lets you craft them. Let's excavate our way out from under this bridge. Wait a minute, did I actually... Yeah, I must have done. Pick up what was in the chest. We get some pearl peas here. So to get the seeds you also have to pick the plant. If you don't pick the plant, I believe those... Oh, this guy's actually okay. That guy's cool. Which is lucky, because he was nearly on us before I even noticed him. Yeah, you can just leave them there to regrow. So you can come out and forage them again. But on this planet at least, we're not really planning to stay here too long, so I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather have the seeds to take with us. Okay, can I make this jump? Yes, I can. Go me. I'm just going to dig in here. Get this little bit of copper, and there's some iron on the next ledge above. And it's fallen outside. Perfect. Oh, it was lucky of that, because there's actually some potatoes there as well for making that I can take and eat later. Baked potato, boiled pearl peas. Apparently we've just learned how to craft pearl pea broth. I'm pretty sure we can't make that at the campfire though. Are these guys actually hostile, or did I just piss the last one off by shooting at it? They don't seem hostile. Let's see if he boings at us when he comes back. No, I don't think he cares. That's good to know then. Strange really, that guy does actually seem like he would be hostile. It's a bit of copper I can scoop off the back wall there. You've got to keep your eye on the background walls as well, because sometimes they do hold actual goodies that you can mine out. Oh, those guys are hostile though, and they found a way in. They're in, they're in. Oh Jesus, that wasn't good. Oh, okay. Need another salve after that. Alright, so that wasn't a great little bit of combat, but we lived. Now if we can just get out of here. We may have killed some bunnies in the crossfire there. Yeah, never mind, who cares about rabbits? Here's another one of those little bastards. Fortunately, they're big enough and move in straight enough lines that the pistol's actually not that bad against them. And like these things, which are sort of hoppers, who are quite good at dodging the fire. So we picked up a poultry there, so you can see that even if we do kill them with like non-hunting weapons, creatures do sometimes drop their goodies for us. Also worthy of note, if your energy bar does empty out at any point, you have to wait until it fills up again before you can use whatever it is you were using. Well, any like energy-based tool or weapon again. Okay, here we are back at the ancient gate. And you see the planet is round, no borders. We approached it from the west this time, and we've arrived back at the same place. Now let's stick the core fragments in the control panel and see where it takes us. Activate. You appear to have successfully activated the gate, and it seems another message is coming through. Please come. I urgently require help. The universe depends on it. Use this ancient gateway and meet me in the Ark ruins, just past the outpost. Okay, we're going to use the ancient gateway. And we're going to question mark, question mark, question mark. Here we go. And here we are. So this is the outpost. This is basically the central hub of the universe for those with the know-how to reach it. And here is a petrol station where we can refuel the ship. Remember, we still haven't actually fixed the ship yet. This has all been just to get us to this place on the assumption that it will somehow help us. But there's quite a bit here. There's a lot of people we can do missions for. Here's the Terramart, and you can see if we want one of these eggs, for instance, we need 2,000 pixels for a Fluffalo egg. We can buy like a pet house and a throwable ball and all sorts of stuff. Terramart shipments is an interesting one. This is a shipping container that allows us to sell food that we grow on the farm. We won't worry about that just yet. That's for a bit later. But you can see that guy up there, he's got a question, exclamation mark above his head, which is the universal sign of I've got a quest for you. So let's say hello to him. The console in this room is configured to alter the tech abilities you have equipped. Interacting with it will allow you to install new tech. As far as I know, he is the ultimate source of all of our tech. So what does he want? I've been developing technology that will enable the user to swiftly dash from one point to another, but I'm lacking a few crucial components for my prototype. Could you help me by bringing me 10 copper bars? Yes, we can. We're not going to do that right now. There's another quest up there. We're going to worry about that a bit next time. We're going to head off and find the source of these mysterious messages. You can see there's quite a cast of colourful characters hanging out at the outpost. Most of whom we will interact with at some point over this game. Oh, actually, let's tag this before we go anywhere. So this is another teleporter. This allows us to teleport to the Ark once we've tagged it. I think we've... Actually, no. We need to go slightly back. I will do that in a bit. There is one thing I've missed. We walked past a teleporter that leads us to like the what's it called actually? I can't remember what it's called. We're hungry again. I'm not sure we can put a campfire down here. No, we're actually not allowed to put a campfire down. I don't think we actually lose any hunger while we're here, but I could be wrong. Let's not waste too much time. Hello, dear. Is that a matter manipulator you're carrying? Excellent, so you're a protector. I'm sorry to say, perhaps the last after the terrible destruction of Earth. It's sadly inevitable that we should meet now. My name is Esther Bright, retired Grand Protector. I left some years ago, an impossible decision, but my research could not be neglected. I discovered things long forgotten that weigh heavy on the present. Long ago, there was a force known as the Cultivator. It maintained balance in the universe. Under its influence, harmony reigned. So it was for aeons. But this tranquility proved finite. A being arose, one of hate and destruction. It was the Ruin. The Ruin could not abide life in any form, and reaped destruction upon the universe. It fought to blot out all life, and would have succeeded, but for the sacrifice of the Cultivator. The Cultivator rose against the Ruin, and succeeded in sealing it away. But in doing so, the Cultivator exhausted its power completely. Before its last energies dissipated, the Cultivator gifted 6 chosen races with precious artifacts. These 6 artifacts, when united, form the key that opens the gate to the Ruin. The defences are crumbling. We must unite the artifacts, reach the Ruin, and truly destroy it. This is a lot to take in, dear, and a huge request to make of you, but I would like your help. The artifacts are scattered across the stars. I can't find them alone. We must find them and eradicate the Ruin before other planets go the way of Earth. So, there's the overarching story of the game. We have, by sheer luck, become the final hope of the galaxy, apart from this old woman in the flying chair. I think we are losing hunger. We should probably get back to the ship soon enough. Thank you for joining me, dear. With your help, I know we can triumph. So she's got another quest for us. First things first, though. You need a ship in good working order. Who knows how far you'll have to travel before we're done. I think you should return to the outpost and speak to Penguin Pete, the shipyard captain. So we will head back to the outpost, I think. We should have just enough hunger. We're not actually going to go and speak to... Well, no, we're not going to speak to Penguin Pete. We need to get back to the ship before we starve to death. But we are going to go back to the outpost because I want to trigger the thing I've missed, which is to bookmark the teleporter that leads us to the two-stop shop or whatever it's called. Something like that, I don't know. And I think that's all we're going to do for this episode. I think next time round, that's Penguin Pete there. We'll have a word with him, see what he can do about fixing our ship. Yeah, two-stop teleshop, I was close. So we'll bookmark this, outpost two-stop teleshop, and we're going to get back to our ship before we die. So there we go, that's it for this episode of Starbound, I do think. Some exciting developments. Turns out, as you might expect, we are the saviour of the galaxy. And next time round, we're going to focus on some more practical matters, like how we actually get this ship in good working order, so that we can help Esther on her mission. Let's just eat this before I starve. There we go. Cooked potatoes, cooked poultry. Okay, so next time round, we're going back to the outpost, we're going to speak to Penguin Pete, and we're going to see what he's going to do about fixing this fucked up, incredibly damaged ship of ours. For now, that's been Starbound, and I've been EkkiThump. Do hope you've enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more gameplay of this game, and I will see you next time.